This is our epic family holiday adventure to Gran Canaria. Starring Mummy, Daddy, and me, Lola, the explorer. It all began on a mysterious Saturday morning when Mummy and Daddy woke me up and shouted, "Surprise! Pack your pants, we're going to Gran Canaria." Thank you! We zoomed off to the airport. On the plane, I read my book and went for a wee every 10 minutes. Even the pilot started getting suspicious.
Captain speaking, is C14C okay? We're running out of water back here.
Then came the hotel, Princess Taurito, which sounds like a fancy burrito, but it's actually a hotel. A very tall hotel. 11 floors tall. The lift zoomed through the roof like we were in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I honestly thought I was going to meet him flying Oompa Loompa. Our room was huge. I had my own bedroom. Now, there's this, which also is part of the sofa. Now, the sofa is here, which is also a bed that you fold up to turn into a sofa. Mummy and Daddy got one too, but mine had the best view. They've got a TV, they've got all that. They even got some, what do they call it? They got a table, they got a sofa, they've got a bed, which I think makes this personally comfortable. We had a kitchen, dining room, 2 sinks, a bath you could swim in, a shower that felt like a waterfall, and 2 balconies.
One which was for peace and quiet.
And one for doing cartwheels. On day 1 we explored the area and found actual caves. But we couldn't go in them because the tide was in, and apparently caves add seawater equals surprise swimming lessons. We also found a sports park.
And Lola decided she was a ninja warrior. Where are we walking, Lola?
Through,
In the jungle.
the fitness safari thing.
Safari?
Yeah. I smashed the monkey bars until they turned into slippery fish bars and I fell off.
Then it was straight to the pool for Olympic level training.
Front flips, back tucks, underwater handstands. I basically turned into a dolphin with better hair.
Mummy, unfortunately, turned into a lobster.
Sunburn level crispy on the legs and shoulders. We tested the water slides. So fun! Except the ones that went so fast, it nearly launched me into Portugal. Dinner at the hotel, let's just say the food was out of this world.
Mummy and I were in food heaven. We tried everything on the menu.
Me, I played it safe.
By safe, she means
Chips, plain pasta, and wait for it, croutons. Yep, I spiced things up with dry, crunchy bread cubes.
so brave.
Then it was time for dessert, a moment of pure glory, the jelly.
You'd think she'd found treasure the way she looked at it.
Wobbly, cold, magical, I had it every night. After dinner, we went for a nice, relaxing evening walk.
Until we discovered something magical.
Flying sparkly things that shoot up into the sky like tiny UFOs.
They lit up, spun around and launched with an elastic band. Simple, right?
Wrong, Daddy! Couldn't even put it together. He ended up launching his own thumb. Luckily, a kind man appeared out of nowhere like a toy wizard and showed us how to do it properly.
Then, of course, I became an expert, starting giving out tutorials.
He was strutting around like he'd invented them.
Yes, these are Messenger Sky Darts 3000, patent pending.
Every night we fell asleep in a big bed, enough for 10 people.
But somehow Lola still ended up sideways, upside down and lying on my face.
You're welcome, Daddy.
Well, partner, one day we swapped our flip-flops for cowboy boots.
And headed straight into the Wild West.
There were horses, hats, bandits, and even a bank robbery. And who rode in to save the day?
Me! I saddled up, rode a horse like a pro. Yee-haw! Then I saw the baddies and thought, not on my watch. Caught her red-handed, marched her off, and locked her in jail. She didn't stand a chance.
The next thing, she was a teacher at a Western school.
Taught the kids how to read, write, and wrangle outlaws. That deserves her right. In the middle. Then I was off to the saloon. I had a root beer and danced with a real cowgirl.
And after all that dancing, our bus didn't turn up, and then we got stranded in the middle of nowhere for what felt like hours.
I thought we were going to have to build a campfire and live off jelly.
But eventually we made it back.
It was a long day.
So that evening, we headed down for dinner again.
And I decided enough of the plain stuff.
So Lola's gone from eating beige to eating a crab.
A whole crab. Claws, legs, the lot. It looked like it might try and pinch me back.
We needed instructions just to figure out how to open it.
But I cracked it, dipped in, and munched it like a seafood queen.
After dinner, we went full casino mode.
With my favourite deck of cards and a very serious game of Snap. I won, obviously. Mummy and Daddy said they let me win, but we all know the truth. We were up bright and early because this was the morning we finally made it to the caves. Low tide meant they weren't underwater this time. Woo-hoo! Come on, let's take a step backwards. So, obviously, I turned it into my own private ballet studio. After breakfast, we hit the beach to work on something very serious. Sandcastle skills.
Now, Lola's got skills, but I'm the master of turrets and moats.
Yep, Daddy's the best sandcastle builder ever, even if I do all the decorating.
Once our kingdom was complete, we all ran into the sea.
And got chased by sneaky ninja waves. Then it was gymnastics time. I practiced my forward walkover, cartwheel and backward walkover. Sand in my hair. Worth it, totally. One evening, we took on the family championships of champions. 18 holes of crazy golf. We decided to play in height order. Shortest first, which meant I got to go first, obviously.
And I went last, because I'm the family giraffe. Oh, a hole in bum!
Things started off strong, for me. But at the end, the final scores somehow still matched our height order.
Next time, maybe we should play an order of golfing talent.
In which case, I'll still go first, and Daddy will be at the back with the beginners.
Oh my god! So, after a few late nights, full of jelly, dancing and chasing waves,
we finally decided to have a lay-in. A proper snooze, no alarms, no rushing.
Then we set off to visit a dreamy little town of
Porto de Morgan, also known as Little Venice, but without the gondolas or spaghetti. Only one tiny problem. There had been a landslide. The road was closed, totally blocked.
But instead of giving up, we came up with plan B.
We hopped on a bus to Puerto Rico, then jumped on a glass-bottom ferry boat.
Fish, water, sunshine, what could possibly go wrong?
Well, I opened the Pringles. The lid popped off like a rocket and it flew overboard.
And now somewhere in the Atlantic, there's a dolphin wearing a Pringles hat.
Finally, we arrived at Porto de Morgan. It was just like I imagined. Beautiful, bright little streets and flowers everywhere.
Our first stop, food, obviously.
We picked Billy's, a busy restaurant right by the harbour. I worked for fish fingers and chips.
And I went for traditional fish and chips, but the waitress nearly gave us both fish fingers.
Ha! Imagine 2 plates of fish fingers. Daddy would have cried. Mummy, being all fancy, ordered prawns and potato bravas. Very Spanish, very spicy, very mum.
After lunch, we explored the gorgeous town.
We searched everywhere for a place that did hair wraps.
But no luck.
So, we settled for a lovely ice lolly and a few more family photos.
Then we headed back to our hotel, full and happy.
After days of searching high and low,
Through markets, side streets and places that only sold fridge magnets.
we finally found a place that did hair wraps.
Only catch, there was a little wait.
So, naturally, I decided to pass the time in the most sensible way possible. A little dance party right there in the street. When it was finally my turn, the lady asked what I wanted. A wrap, a braid, a plait.
Big decision, massive, and Lola took her time. Eventually she made her choice. Phew, done, right?
No. Then came the hardest question of all. What colour would you like?
You could see the fear in the hair lady's eyes.
I think she aged 10 years waiting for me to choose.
But finally, the rainbow was picked, the wrap was wrapped.
And I was very pleased with my choice. Totally worth the wait. And the dance break. So that was my awesome holiday to Gran Canaria.
Sun, sea, sand,
Boat, swimming, and serious jelly action.
food, cowboys and flying Pringle lids.
Flying fairies, hair wraps, and a whole lot of dancing in random places.
We had late nights, long lines, sandcastle battles and crab dinners.
And don't forget the crazy golf tournament of destiny.
But the best part of all?
Was spending time with my favourite people in the world. My family. Let's do it again next week.